And you're a big ape.
Sad little man.
Think I'll cheer myself up.
Begin. Robin wins.
Bruce Wayne was my father, and it's no secret I hated him. But despite all that, he sacrificed himself to save me, giving me the chance to stop Brainiac permanently. I was so obsessed with escaping the Bat's shadow that I never appreciated what that symbol really meant. Not until I saw it stained with my father's blood. My blood. This symbol is my legacy. A legacy of vengeance. My name is Damian Wayne, son of Bruce, grandson of the Demon. I've been called Robin and Nightwing. But from now on, the world will know me as Batman.
Got a cell waiting with your name on it.
Don't hold your breath, kid.
Guess I'll be taking yours away.
Begin. Blue Beetle wins.
Oh, man. Dude, I cannot even describe what it felt like. Sure, yeah, I was just the noob in the crew, but like, what, you think I'd ever let Brainiac kill Batman and what, blow up the world? No manches. When it was over, Batman was all,
The world is safe thanks to you, Jaime. I'd like to make you leader of the new Justice League. If that's cool with you.
wow. That was a really tempting offer, you know? But if there's one thing better than saving Batman, it's saving mi familia. I haven't been around them much since I got the Scarab. So for now, I'm moving home and going back to school. And if this so-called normal life doesn't work out, there is always the Justice League.
Earth-Zero turned villain.
Justice requires order.
Looks more like oppression.
Begin.
Together with our hellish hate, we'll burn you all! That is your fate!
Atrocitus wins.
My punishment of Brainiac's crimes had unintended consequences. His death disabled his ship. Billions of collected souls perished. I did not know they could be restored. Their deaths unleashed such rage. My Red Lanterns were overwhelmed. They drove me from Ismalt. They would have killed me if not for Proselyte. The emotional entity offered me compassion, not rage, in the face of my grave error. I now understand the emotional spectrum requires balance. My Red Lantern's rage must punish the worst offenders, but it cannot blindly consume those who deserve compassion.
Using venom is dangerous, Bane.
I have only known its benefits.
Such as delusions of grandeur. Guardians ordered me to bring Brainiac to Oa to stand trial. I was plenty happy to put a few thousand light years between that alien and Earth. After the trial, the Guardians dropped a bombshell on me. Sinestro was free, busted out of their science cells. A frontal assault on the Sinestro Corps was a no-go. Us Greens were still weak from fighting Superman's regime. That's why I volunteered to go undercover as a Yellow Lantern. To pass, I need to re-embrace my fear. But fear's an addiction. Once I've picked up that bottle, it's gonna be awfully hard putting it back down again. I just hope I have the will to see it through.
What you know about Daddy? When he was around, he beat you bad. Just who the hell are you?
Begin. Captain Cold wins.
Going after the regime was one thing, but destroy the planet for Brainiac? You really thought I'd go through with it, Grodd? Really? F*** you! Sorry it's been a while, sis. I know I've always got an excuse, but this time I finally figured out the right way to honor your memory. I know what you're thinking. Old Lenny sold out. So what? I'm making sure the regime and Brainiac never happen again. Even buried the hatchet with old Scarlet Speedster. Ironically, or whatever, he's the best partner I ever had. Besides you, sis.
So me and Jaime, we did good, yeah?
You both met expectations.
That's a compliment, right?
Begin. Firestorm wins.
The Professor and me worked our tails off to control our powers. But Stein figured out the only way to beat Brainiac was to lose control.
I correctly calculated that overheating Brainiac's engines would weaken him. But the quantum disruption we created caused an unexpected chain reaction. The Skull ship exploded, and every city Brainiac stole from Earth was obliterated. Metropolis, Coast City, all of them.
We thought we'd finally be the big heroes, the ones everyone looks up to.
But in our hubris, we lost sight of the hero's duty, protecting others at all costs.
And we can't make that kind of mistake again.
But still, if you ever need us, Batman, we'll be here.
You don't know, Scary.
Stick to comedy, Joker.
Comedy's just tragedy left to rot.
Begin. The Joker wins.
I hadn't begun my day thinking I'd give a wannabe alien overlord a haircut. That was a happy accident. But what I'd first thought a distraction inspired my life's greatest work. I found Brainiac's collection. Those poor cities from across the universe, trapped aboard his ship. There was only one thing to do. I restored them and gave Earth the reboot it so desperately needed. I stitched together a crazy quilt of alien civilizations without regard to rhyme or reason. Afraid, confused, devolved to their basest instincts. They kill each other in the most sickening ways. And I get to sit back, munch popcorn, and enjoy the show, watching as the world burns.
You'll make a nice chewy for Bud and Lou.
Where's the Bat Hound when I need him?
Don't worry, the teeth are only razor sharp.
Begin.
Snack time, boys!
Harley Quinn wins.
I still can't believe it. Me, bringing down Brainiac. Who knew? Still, Bat surprised me, offering me a spot in the Justice League. Not totally sure he ain't crazy, but who says no to that guy? You know, being good feels good. But every now and again, every once in a while, I get this irresistible urge to go out and bash some heads! Hopefully being good'll stick long term. Till I'm sure my kid Lucy's still gonna know me as her crazy Aunt Pauline. Maybe someday I can give her the real scoop.
You follow the wrong leader.
I should pick you over Superman?
He's a man, I'm a god.
Black Adam wins.
I returned to find Kahndaq devastated from Brainiac's attack. My beloved queen was dead. I brought her broken body to the Lazarus pits, intent on her resurrection. But my entry was barred by Ra's al Ghul. He offered a trade. Access to the pits in exchange for my aid in bringing him to power. Ra's admired Superman's regime, but felt it should have gone further. While I have no love for Ra's, I accepted his terms. I will pay any price to again feel the embrace of my dearest wife.
I thought you didn't take sides.
My viewpoint has evolved.
Your judgment has not.
Begin. Aquaman wins.
Superman was right. Brainiac needed to die. But I couldn't stomach the idea of Kal's return to power. Atlantis would not again be his vassal. With Batman beaten and his allies imprisoned, I couldn't muster the force I needed to take Superman down. I'd all but lost hope when my Marines discovered an abandoned insurgent base hidden in the Southern Ocean. Here, Lex Luthor had perfected his inter-universe transporter. From plans left behind, my scientists built a new device. Now I go and ask for the help of those I had fought. I must also ask their forgiveness.
You failed the regime, Arthur.
I remember events differently.
Must be the bends.
Begin. Wonder Woman wins.
When Batman tore down the regime, man's world called me a tyrant. My Amazon sisters disowned me. Then Brainiac showed Earth what a tyrant truly looks like. The people begged for deliverance, and I gave them Brainiac's head. Once again, it falls upon the regime to restore peace and order. Batman and the traitors who followed him will be punished, even Kara Zor-El. Then, I will return to Themyscira and deal with my sisters. If they do not heed my commands, they will bow to force. So says Diana, Princess of the Amazons, Slayer of Brainiac. How many hits have you done?
I've only been convicted twice.
But 3 is the magic number.
Begin. Black Canary wins.
I'd have loved to kick back and savor kicking Brainiac's ass, but I had to rush home. I didn't know if Connor had made it out of the invasion okay. Turns out, I didn't need to worry. The crazy stress of Brainiac's attack activated my son's metagene. And if there's one thing you don't want to mess with, it's a scared, pissed-off 3-year-old. With superpowers. Sure, I love that Connor takes after me, but raising him suddenly got a lot more complicated. I'm just glad to have people around that can help me and Ollie figure this whole thing out.
I have Earth covered, Hal.
We're working the same beat, Clark.
But I don't take orders from Oa.
Begin. Superman wins.
I vowed to protect the Earth. But to guarantee its safety, I need to expand my vision. Brainiac's ship is the ultimate weapon. But in my hands, it can be so much more. Millions of civilizations await rebirth in Brainiac's collection. I'll find the bravest and strongest warriors among them, and I'll start a new regime. No, a new legion. The Legion of Superheroes. With it, I'll bring peace not just to Earth, but to the entire universe. And the universes that lie beyond.
You a Scarecrow-induced delusion?
Yes, but don't tell him I told you.
I can't let you stop me.
Begin.
Now.
Batman wins.
Brainiac's attack left the world devastated. Thousands dead, many more thousands homeless. When President Kane asked that I head up the emergency response, I couldn't refuse. The job's demands require that I leave the Justice League in Barry's and Hal's hands. Together, they're molding the younger heroes into a force for good, unlike any Earth has ever seen. But I'm only semi-retired. Behind the scenes, I've been preparing for Superman's return. Kal swore he'd escaped from the Phantom Zone. I'd be foolish not to take him at his word.